Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for August 13th, 2021. Got a stack of vinyl here, including an SACD. This is the Analog Productions Dark Side of the Moon SACD. I want to say this was announced somewhere 3 years ago. I mean, this is a long, long time coming. So finally, Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon SACD, this has the 5.1 surround sound mix. I'm not sure of what this is as far as the mastering goes. I think this is the original 5.1 mix that came out in 2003. I am not sure. I'm going to have to look into it, but I'm almost positive by the blurbs. A lot of the stuff that they were saying kind of resembled that 2003 release. But although that 2003 release is not cheap, is not easy to find anymore. So well worth having it if you're an SACD fan. You're into the multi-channel stuff. I've listened to it. It does sound great. I'm not really a CD person, but I remember the very first time I ever heard this in surround sound. There was a, don't laugh, there was a Bose store in the Fashion Square Mall in Scottsdale here in Arizona. And they had, one of their little cube systems hooked up. I remember walking in here and they had a demo, and the demo was of Time. But yeah, and it was pretty cool, even for a Bose system. Ron Carter's Golden Striker with Donald Vega and Russell Malone. This is a Ron Carter live album, and much like the last album that came out for Record Store Day last year, this is limited to 1,999 copies. And every single one is autographed by Ron Carter, which is actually quite cool. Ron Carter, a legend, played with Miles Davis. Unbelievable resume. Maybe did 1,000, 2,000 albums. He did it in absolute tremendous amount of stuff over the years. But looking forward to giving that a listen to. Not familiar with it. Haven't heard it. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the Way of the World from Impex. These have been extremely hard to keep in stock. These are absolutely fantastic. Not only is this a killer record musically, but the sound quality of this is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. All analog, sounds killer. When Shining Star kicks in, that first 10 seconds, that's all you need to hear, and the rest of the album is going to be dynamite. It's a great record. The United States versus Billie Holiday. This is a soundtrack on limited edition gold vinyl. This is a Hulu original film. I've got to watch this. I have not yet. I do not know why, but I've been busy. Maybe I actually will go home and watch that tonight. Silverstein, When Broken Is Already Fixed. This is on Canary Yellow vinyl by Kraft. Pretty solid tip-on jacket. Pretty nice looking from here. Nico, Drama of Exile. Nico's looking pretty rough there towards the end. All right. This is on Modern Harmonic. Love Nico. The early stuff was fantastic. The stuff with the Velvet Underground's fantastic. I love her later stuff. Led a tragic life, unfortunately. But, yeah. Brian Jackson. Jazz is Dead. Franz Ferdinand on Domino. This is a self-titled record. This is The Return of Petuman. This is instrumental. It's a dub reggae record on pink vinyl. Not familiar with this. We have a Pixar Cars soundtrack. Picture disc. The Disney picture discs that they're doing lately have just been... They're super popular. It's not something I sell a lot of online, but very, very popular in the store. Kids love them, so always good to have. I go through a lot of, Aladdin, The Lion King, that kind of stuff. Julia Michaels, not in chronological order. Made in Ire. Never seen that before. Made in Ire, E-I-R-E. Not familiar with that. All right, we've got newly remastered for vinyl. Pearl Jam No Code. This might just be a more current, you know, they did this 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not sure what this is. This might be a current reproduction, you know, current version of it. These things have gone, you know, they go in and out of print. Bob James 1. This is actually pretty interesting. I have to look into this. So reproduced using the original analog master tape, numbered to 1000 on transparent yellow vinyl from Evo Sound. Not a label I'm familiar with, and kind of sketchy wording there, but it is nice to get this back in print. This is actually a relatively hard album to find anymore. Bob James 1, little hype sticker there. It says includes Nautilus. Numbered on kind of a gold foil sticker there. This is 747 of 1000. Friday Music. I think this is Friday Music. Yeah, they've been doing a ton of Elvis reissues lately. His Hand in Mine. Elvis is one of Elvis's gospel albums. So this has not actually been available. This was like a Walmart or maybe a Target indie store exclusive. Taylor Swift's Folklore. But they're actually finally giving this album a full release. So now you can get this at your independent record stores and elsewhere. Free Guy, music from the motion picture on collectible translucent orange vinyl. John Denver, Poems, Prayers, and Promises. It's kind of funny because I remember when this was maybe 5 years ago, an album that would have been in a $1 box that you couldn't give away. Now, if you get it, I mean, it's not super expensive. Maybe, you know, definitely under $10, $5, $6, something like that. But never lasts, never stays in stock. So that is an album now that is being reissued, much like everything else in 2021, where it is record mania. Tori Amos, Under the Pink, fully remastered on 2 LPs, made in Germany. Yeah, the stuff that was once common and plentiful, hard to get, getting repressed. Because a lot of people that are getting in a vinyl are not collectors to where they're going to dig from store to store to store until they find John Denver. They just buy it when they come into the store. So, Joe Armatrading, Consequences. New album. Bendigo Fletcher, Fits of Laughter. This is on Elektra. This is a limited edition violet vinyl. Might be the indie store exclusive. This is actually quite a cool cover. Erasure, the Neon Remixed. Real nice foil metallic cover. Really well done. Patrice Rashan. This was actually done recently by Vinyl Me Please as a single disc. It was all analog. This is a 2-disc, which essentially the disc 2 is 4 12 inches. But on the hype sticker, it says remastered by Technology Works from the original tapes. You know, for whatever that's worth. Kate Taylor, Why Wait? This is a limited edition emerald vinyl. The Grateful Dead, Skull and Roses. Let's see, what version is this? So 50th anniversary edition, remastered on 2 LPs. Doesn't say anything about the mastering, but I can tell you what, it is on a super heavy duty, old school, you know, tip on cover. Really substantial. Lavender Diamond. Now is the time. Frank Black, Honeycomb. Ultramagnetic MCs, Critical Breakdown, music on vinyl. Expanded edition with 6 bonus tracks. Music on vinyl, man, is really starting to crack out that late 80s, early 90s hip-hop. Seen a lot of it lately. All right, Jennifer Hudson. This is the Respect soundtrack. This is a Aretha Franklin biopic that I'm actually looking forward to seeing. We'll see how she does. I'm curious to how... I don't know if I'd want to be in her footsteps trying to, you know, make a film as Aretha. I think that's a tough act to follow, but looking forward to seeing it. We'll see how she does. Antonio Sanchez, Bully Povo. The most fascinating Fauna album of all time. Man, this looks good. Analog Africa is an absolutely dynamite label. There's a couple of... There's an African Scream 1 and 2 that they do that are just killer. But they specialize on doing a lot of like Nigerian, you know, South African stuff. Fantastic label. That should be quite good. All right, Sun Ra Liquidity. This is a 4 LP set. This was heavily allocated. I think they maybe did 600 of these. This is going to be very tough to get. Comes in a foil box. Original 1978 Philly Jazz commercial pressing. And alternate version as a 2 LP set. Has a 12-page, 12-inch size booklet featuring new liner notes. I kept one of those for myself. Big Sun Ra fan. Looking forward to hearing that. This is actually a pre-order that just finally showed up. Sun Ra's Pathways to the Unknowns. To the Unknown Worlds. This is done by Modern Harmonic. They're actually... this was... I think this was an Impulse title originally. One of the titles that Impulse done. I think Impulse maybe did 5 or 6 Sun Ra titles. This was one of them. And so far, I think Modern Harmonic has maybe done 2 or 3. Los Lobos. Native Sons. New Los Lobos album. Let's see. This is the independent record color exclusive. Pressed. Let's see. It doesn't tell you what color it is, but this is the indie exclusive. This was a extremely hard to get title when it was first released. Got a second run of them. Pharoah Sanders, Floating Points, fantastic album. Highly recommend it. On Luca Bop, David Byrne's label from the Talking Heads. Hardcore Devo Live, transparent red and opaque vinyl from MVD Audio. So they've been doing a run of concerts recently. A lot of the stuff they're doing are concerts that were originally done on DVD, and a lot of them included the DVD as well. But this is, let's see, performing early experimental tracks written between 74 and 77. Satisfaction, Jacko Homo, should be good. I'll be getting this. All right, that is it for this week's new arrivals. Guys, don't forget to check us out online, www.theingroove.com. I've actually been out of the store for the past week, so I've got a lot of videos I need to make, stuff to catch up on. I'm going to show you guys some more stuff from the George Benson collection, second video. I bought the collection. I had to go visit some family back east, so I bought that collection, boxed it up. You can't see it here, but there's 100 boxes of stuff right there. Boxed it up, hopped on a plane, took off. I actually got back into town about 45 minutes before making this video, so I'm a little jet lagged, but Did my best to try to get this video and keep it on time every Thursday like I normally do. But yeah, I'm going to start cracking out some more videos over this weekend. I'm kind of looking forward to digging through that collection because I kind of skimmed through it once, but there's a lot of unknown stuff in there that I need to go through. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time. Yeah, you won't be chirping no more.